Hi, and I'm Operations Manager Stewart Kreltszheim, CFA Region 23, and welcome to our September edition of the Region Report. Firstly, thanks for your feedback on the August report. A couple of things. Firstly, I promised to smile more, and I've got my little friend here looking a bit worse for wear just to remind me to do that. Apologise for the glare off the forehead, and I'll try not to sound like the Queen during this report. Over the last couple of months, I attended the coronal inquest into the tragic death of Trevor Day down in the Highlands Fire of 2006. One of the things that really stood out for me is the culture of our people not wearing seatbelts. If you look at the driver and the crew leader, there's really no reason why they should not be belted up at all times. And for our people not engaged in firefighting operations on the back, especially travelling to and from fires, they should definitely be belted up. But pictures tell 1,000 stories, so while you're on YouTube, type in Volvo truck crash tests, and there's a couple of simulations of a sideways rollover of a truck, and have a look at that. In the late 90s and early 2000, we engaged in training a lot of people in low voltage fuse removal, and we put some gear out in the field. And what that is during a house fire actually disconnecting the power. Now over the years, a lot of our people have had limited opportunity to use those skills and maintain those skills. The equipment is questionable, and we've decided as a region to seek some professionals to help us out in this area, people who deal with electricity on a day-to-day basis quickly. So across the whole region, in every group, we'll have a number of contractors which we can call upon to give us a hand. So if you're on the field, what you need to do is get in touch with your group base or the regional duty officer, and we'll get someone out to give you a hand as soon as possible. Over the last couple of months, the ops team has been working really hard to ensure we have a solid process to ensure the next map book is something we could use and we're proud of for the future years. We've been talking to all brigades and group representatives and have got check maps out into the field, and over the next month we need to get the input back into the region, and we'll get that back to Spatial Vision, who is putting together the next edition for map books, which should be out in the middle of next year. So the challenge for us is to make sure that the principle of garbage in, garbage out doesn't apply, and we get really good data back into the system. Neil Brock, our logistics officer, will be visiting all brigades and fire stations over the next month with our catchment teams in the pre-fire season rollout. And what that is ensuring that we've got ration packs, water, hydrate, our first aid kits are up to date, and general inventory on our trucks. What that means is that it's an ideal opportunity if you need something from the region to give us a bell, and we'll see if we can help you out. Andrea Muskie joins the regional team as the regional support officer here in operations. She takes the place of Sigrid Collins, who's moved on. I really enjoyed the time working with Sigrid, but look forward to working with Andrea. She's enthusiastic. She's a volunteer out in the west of our region. She's trained strike team leader, crew leader, etc. So she's got a real sound understanding of our people and our brigades. So what are my predictions for the fire danger period? Well, certainly we've had only average rainfall across the patch, and that does not diminish or contradict the years of drought and underlying soil dryness. So we've got average crops across the region, and some significant grass growth in areas especially where there has been limited stock grazing on the land. So that could see early and potentially serious onset of our lowland grassland fire season. So we need to ensure that we're ready a bit earlier, and that we call significant resources or appropriate resources to deal with the threat. Don't be misled by temperature. Across our region, we've been hit pretty hard by those early winds, those high winds in late October and throughout November. So even temperatures of 20 degrees with a 30 or 40 k southerly behind them could see a high risk to our smaller townships, especially that have grassland abutting them. So stay safe, stay rested, And again, I appreciate your feedback, and that can be done by simply picking up the phone or emailing me admin.r23@cfa.vic.gov.au. Thank you.